Good morning, everybody. So it is Imbolc, officially February 1st. I already did my cinnamon ritual for prosperity. And right now I am preparing for the potluck after the Sabbat that I will be doing with my coven. So I have my onions, celery, and carrots already chopped up and ready to go. I have some bacon grease that I am going to fry it up in to add flavor. And then because it is the first of the month and I had this puff pastry, I saw a recipe to make cinnamon rolls using puff pastry. So because it is the first of the month, cinnamon is a very important day, or is a very important herb in the first of the month because cinnamon brings in prosperity. Cinnamon is known to basically make your spells work faster. And since everything I do is a spell, I'm always doing witchcraft. Making this soup is an act of witchcraft. I'm making a potion. I'm going to use moon water. I have my moon water in my dispenser over here. So, all right, we are going to cut these rolls. I put them in the freezer so they would, they look so, look. All right. I'm excited about these, actually. I love puff pastry, and I've had this, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I tried it to see how it turns out. I just took powdered sugar and cinnamon and rolled out the puff pastry. And they actually look like cinnamon rolls. I'm excited. Well, good morning, David Fox. How are you? All right, so we are making cinnamon rolls in honor of the first of the month because we always do cinnamon rituals on the first of the month. Okay. I'm excited. So, all right. Ta-da. They're not round, but whatever. All right. All right. So, the recipe calls for some heavy whipping cream in the bottom of the pan to kind of help them get. So let's, maybe I should use this. Maybe I should put this inside this pan. They don't look really. That's because after I put the melted butter and the cinnamon on, I had to stick it in the freezer because the warm butter melted the, oh, it won't fit. Okay. Great. Now I gotta wash another freaking pan. So I just want to say that I am in a really good mood today. I love my life. I realize that I really do genuinely love what I'm doing here. Like, I genuinely love my fucking life. I love everything that I've got going on here. All right, so. Oh, I need to stand that. Am I the only one that stores pans in the oven? All right, so, all right, we are putting the oven on 350 and I'm getting ready to saute the veggies. So yeah, at 10 o'clock, or I'm sorry, at 1 o'clock, from 1 to 4 or 5, I'm meeting with my coven. We're gonna perform an Imbolc Sabbat to welcome in spring and summer. So there's a lot of information about St. Bridget. Well, hello, how are you? There's a lot of information about St. Bridget on my channel, on my community wall, if you're interested in learning more about Imbolc and why the Celts have celebrated this holy day for a long, long time. All right. So, all right, I am just pouring the heavy cream, and I'm saving a little for the frosting, the glaze. Okay. So, we're going to let the oven heat up. So last night, oh, I wanted to show you guys, for my altar, in addition to my altar, I found this beautiful copper chalice at Goodwill. Isn't that gorgeous? So last night for my Bridget offering, I filled this with milk and then left it out on the altar for like an hour and then put it back in the fridge because you don't want to leave milk out. And then also, I found this at Hobby Lobby. Isn't this amazing? Look. Oh. Isn't that cool? Anyway, yeah, this is great. I absolutely love this. This is perfect for drink offerings. All right, so I am making the potatoes. I am boiling them in moon water. So this is going to be a magical potato soup. And I chose potato soup because Irish, right? The Irish love their potatoes. And this is an Irish holiday. And also, potato soup has milk and butter. And Bridget is associated with milk and dairy. So I'm making, and I'm going to top it with bacon and green onions. So this is pretty awesome. So, all right, let me peel the potatoes. I can just put them in here. So I did want to talk about Tammy's post about how the only reason that she joined Kiwi Farms was because she heard I was making death threats about her. Bitch, I forgot you were alive. You denied being crazy as hell on Kiwi Farms, even though you doxed yourself because you signed up with your own email. And now you're trying to retroactively say that the only reason you went to Kiwi Farms is because you were in wherever the fuck you were. I thought you were in Tennessee. Turns out you were in Florida. I didn't even know what state you were in. So that's a lie. So how the hell, me sitting in Illinois, how was I was dealing with other shit. It had nothing to do with you. The only reason that you knew about Kiwi Farms is because you stalked my YouTube and you heard me talking about it and then you ran over there to join. So stop lying, bitch. Like, your followers, these mental midgets that follow you may believe your lies, but I know better. And so does everybody who's been following this. All these new people, they don't fucking know. But there's a lot of people who followed along and know what you did. And more than that, Hecate, Nergal, Medusa, Inanna, my spirit team, they also know what you did. And apparently Bridget is now on my spirit team. So my spirit team just gets is just growing. I'm pretty sure Lilith likes to hang out too. Lilith and I have a very good relationship. So honestly, girl, you need to stop. Like, you really do. Your entire channel is just bashing Eli. Like, you don't have any content. You have zero content. Eli's it. Like, you're boring. And there's going to come a point when Eli is not going to be around for you. You're not going to be able to go after him Because it's embarrassing. You guys going after Eli is embarrassing for you, not for Eli. I kind of don't blame him for feeling special. When you got this many people that are coming up against you and really treating you like you're some big threat to justify their harassment and bullying, like they got to make it seem like Eli's a real problem. Because what they're doing is just cruel and sadistic. So let's go ahead and gaslight. Because that's what people do when they're fucking up and they're doing wrong and they're dishonest. Hello. You know, when you're a dishonest piece of shit, you will do fuck shit and then lie, do mental gymnastics to try and make yourself to justify your behavior. So no, I was not making death threats. Why the fuck would I didn't even remember you existed. You were not important to me, but clearly I was important to you. Apparently I'm very important to you. All right. So we are stirring in. We're enchanting these vegetables to be magically delicious and to impart to whomever tries this soup that they would be supernaturally protected, supernaturally blessed, and nourished. I think we need some music. All right. I hate peeling potatoes. Just want to say that. So I am blessing these potatoes. They are supernaturally blessed. Hello, how are you? So I'm just making potato soup in honor of Imbolc. And later I am attending a Sabbat and a potluck. So very exciting. I'm so I've been looking forward to this all month. I'm just excited. It's my first Sabbat of 2026. So I'm very excited to be able to participate and learn about my Celtic roots, my Irish roots, and honor my Irish roots. So that's what I'm doing. And of course the Irish love potatoes. So. Alright, we are working on, alright, that's coming along nicely. Okay, we're going to go ahead and throw this in. For, let's say 15 minutes. There we go. Okay, let's get this cleaned up. So I also planted sunflowers in honor of the return of the sun. I planted daisies and sunflowers because they're associated with the sun. And they are actually sprouting. I'm excited. I'm going to have sunflowers and daisies on my patio. I think I'm going to do a container garden this year. Really want to do more with my patio. All right. And let's clean this up so we can chop the potatoes for the soup. I feel like we need some music. Put on some music. Okay, so I have Imbolc music. All right, what I need to do. Hello, everybody. How are ya? All right. So I need to put the dishes away so I can reload the dishwasher. As clean as you go, right? Clean as you go. When you're cooking, you always clean as you go. So yes, I am really looking forward to this Imbolc Sabbat celebration. Oh, thank you. Yes, this, I absolutely love this. Yes. Yes, I definitely have adopted the look. I love being a witch. I just love everything about it. Did you see what I got for my altar? How great is this? Hi. How great is this? Right, and then also this copper chalice. So pretty. So, yes, I love being a witch. I love the aesthetic. I love everything about it. I feel actually very whole and complete. Which honestly, okay, so Bridget is the English word for breed, which is another word for bride. So Bridget represents the bride, right? And in Gnosticism, there is a ritual called the bridal chamber ritual, which is where you reunited with yourself, your higher self and your material self become one. So soul and spirit merge into one, and this is the Gnostic bridal chamber ritual. And Bridget is the goddess of summer and spring. Alright, these are coming along nicely. So, the goal is not to find your soulmate. The goal is to be your own soulmate. To be united with yourself, your higher self and your material self, to unite those. And reality will start to shift to reflect the truth once you achieve this, right? You will no longer feel like you're fighting an uphill battle, right? You will be a one with your higher self, and your material self will be one entity. And you won't need to find someone outside of you to fix you and complete you. And the first stirrings of spring, February 1st, is a good time for this ritual because, as you know, February 14th is Valentine's Day. Okay, so these are starting to brown nicely. So, turn that down. Can you guys hear the music? It's Imbolc. It's Imbolc music. It's for the holiday. So I got these measuring. I have 3 of them. This is a 1/4 cup, but these are nice scoops for measuring. All right, so those are coming along nicely. Let's get this put away. Yeah, wait till you see. I will post pictures of my Imbolc outfit. It is so pretty. I actually did. It's actually in mine. But I'm very excited. There's going to be a hat decorating contest. I'm probably not going to win, but the hat matches my outfit perfectly. So I'm excited. So all these little candles from Dollar Tree. So I have a lot of... Because I go through so many candles, right? I go through just insane candles. Like I have to go to Dollar Tree at least once a week to stock up. And I'm just, every time every week, I just go and buy a ton of candles. So, at the very least, I know that if power goes out, at least I'll have some lights because I have so many fucking candles. Alright, let's go ahead and peel these potatoes. Do you guys soak your potatoes? Because I like to soak out some of the starch, kind of like rinsing your rice. Anything that's really starchy, you have to wash it. So we are just peeling potatoes. So does anybody have any questions for me about Imbolc, about witchcraft, about magic? And how you are always doing magic, guys. Whether you realize it or not, everything you do, you are a magical divine being. And everything you do is magic. That's why mindfulness is so important. Because mindfulness reminds you to stay present. Because you can't do magic if your head's in the clouds, right? And you're focused. I mean, at some point you have to come back down and be practical and do practical stuff to achieve your goals, right? So it's not, witchcraft isn't success without work. As a matter of fact, it's a lot of work, actually. It's about focus and creating intention with your actions. So you think these rituals that witches do are, silly, right? But it's not. There's a deep psychological and profound psychological effect that will happen in your brain when you are doing rituals to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest. This is extremely healing, and it calms your nervous system. Rituals calm your nervous system. Because instead of feeling helpless and anxious, like there's nothing you can do to fix your situation, well, you just, lit some incense and some candles and you recited an invocation or a prayer, right? I mean, that's really all spell work is incantations and invocations are simply prayers. It's just prayer. That's all. But it puts you in a frame of mind that, hey, I actually did something about my situation, right? I understand how energy works. I understand the quantum field. I have a grasp of quantum mechanics and quantum physics. So I know that whatever I put out there, whatever energy, I mean, even Yeshua said, right? Whatever you sow, you shall reap. What do you think that is, right? What do you think that's about? When you are seeking to manifest, right? And let's say there's a problem, right? There's a situation, you are feeling helpless. So the first thing you do is a ritual. That's the first thing you're going to do. You're going to center yourself. You're going to focus. You're going to think about what you want to accomplish, what you want to do, how you want to come out on top. And then you're going to write your ritual. You're going to write it down, your invocation. You're going to set your intention. Then you're going to take those steps. And you're going to remind yourself every day of what your intentions are. And how you want to present yourself to the world. How you want to show up for yourself and for others. Okay. Now let's go add the moon water. Okay. So. All right, so we're adding salt for protection. So cooking is just witchcraft. Cooking is just witchcraft. Everything is energy. Salt for protection and purification. To bring in, to remind us, to unclutter our lives and our minds and our hearts and our spirits. Pepper for grounding and absorption. Rosemary to remind us who we are. Now let's see. Oh. I need to. Okay. Rosemary to remember who we are. Let's go get some basil. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh, time. Time, because we have time. We make time for the things that matter. And bay leaves to bring it all together and call it in quickly. All right. We taste this broth to make sure it has enough flavor. Chicken broth for sure. No, that's beef. Damn it. Beef. Why do do I have so much beef bouillon? Where's my chicken bouillon? I guess I don't have any. Oh, good to know. Good to know. All right, just reminds me. What is this? This is vinegar sea salt. I forgot I had this. How's it going, everybody? Okay, so we need to turn this up to boil. I'm going to cover at the center. Rosemary. All right. So you just watched me do a spell. You just watched me do witchcraft. Because witchcraft is intention. So I have green onions for the topping, half and half to add a little creamy richness and maybe a stick of butter. Oh, garlic. I completely forgot garlic. It's like something's missing. It's the garlic. Garlic for protection. So I'm going to be, because it's so perfect. So after it's finished, I'm going to take it to the potluck in my cauldron. Yay. Okay. They actually look like cinnamon rolls. I'm excited. So on Bridget's Eve, it is tradition to take a scarf or a piece of cloth and tie it on your doorknob. So when Bridget passed by, she can bless it for healing. So I have it attached to my bag. This is my new witch bag. It's my witchy bag. I have my key, my date book. So yeah, my glasses. So yeah, I love this bag. Love this. Okay. All right, so this is good. And let's see. Need to my plate for the cinnamon rolls. Okay, let's see. They turned out perfect. Let's hope I don't drop this. So, success is not something you pursue. It's something you attract. So when you have a mindset of success, and you believe that you are naturally intended to be a successful person, and you approach everything you do with this mindset, then I am successful. I am a successful person. Everything you do, just set your mindset to success. Now, failure will happen. I mean, things will happen and you will see those things perhaps as failure. But it's not failure, it's redirection. So the successful people don't say, why me? They asked, what is this teaching me? What can I learn from this? Okay, that's pretty good. That's really good. So they don't rise like regular cinnamon rolls, obviously. They don't rise. So that's one thing. But they taste really good. Probably should have used less butter, maybe. But they're like pinwheels. They remind me of the pinwheels, the pecan pinwheels. They're more like pinwheels than okay, got pretty good. All right, this is good. So that's done. Yeah, that was really good. I'm definitely going to add so once they cool down, then I'll drizzle them with that. So yeah, something you can do on the first of every month is make something with cinnamon. So cinnamon rolls first of the month for breakfast. And say, where this cinnamon goes, prosperity flows. Good morning, how are you? Cobra, how are you, honey? So on the first of the month, do something with cinnamon. Cinnamon represents prosperity. And so every month you want to bring in prosperity into your life. Good fortune, right? So blowing cinnamon into your door, standing outside and saying, where the cinnamon goes, prosperity flows. Same thing with eating the cinnamon rolls. You're going to take the cinnamon in your body and you're going to say, where the cinnamon goes, prosperity flows. And so you're inviting prosperity into your body, health, well-being, Like you're doing something practical and delicious. So, vitamins, right? Supplements. Most of us take them, right? But have you ever thought about enchanting your vitamins? Speaking a spell over them, an invocation, incantation, to magically enhance them, right? So you're taking beta carotene, right? Like whatever you're taking beta carotene for. So you want to make sure that when you take this, that you're not just wasting your money and your time. You want to infuse these vitamins with your intention, why you're taking them, right? Same thing with copper. You need copper to store iron. So if you have issues with anemia, copper is a good supplement to take in addition to your iron. All right. All right, potato soup is coming along nicely there. So you just let it simmer, stir it, let it thicken up. Okay. Where the cinnamon goes, prosperity flows. See, we're doing magic here. Most people think witchcraft is like, you know, summoning Satan and pentacles and stuff, and that's a part of it. But 95% of all witchcraft is just practical. It's just infusing your actions with the intention. Why would you not? Why do you just go through your life just like not having any intention, right? Feeling like your life doesn't belong to you, right? You don't have any control. If Sky Daddy wants to take you out, you don't have any choice. What kind of bullshit, depressing, fatalistic way to live is that? When you don't think you have any power over your life, for your own fate, your own destiny. The trick to witchcraft is doing everything with intention. Just having intention with everything you do, not just when you're in front of your altar doing rituals, but in your kitchen, making meals, doing it with intention, not just to fill a hole, but infusing whatever you make with your divine spiritual intention. Mine is to bless everyone who eats this. I want them to try it. I want them to enjoy it. But I also want them to be enchanted and magically blessed by consuming this soup. So they're not as pretty, right? They didn't. But I mean, they don't puff up like regular cinnamon rolls, but they taste really good. By the way, they do. They taste good. Definitely need to add. So I'm gonna make a glaze. So the thing about powdered sugar is it needs very little liquid. It is so easy to overdo. So when you're adding liquid to powdered sugar, you want to be very gentle with how much liquid you add, because powdered sugar is very bulky as far as volume, but as soon as it gets wet, it shrinks. Just a pinch, just a boop. Okay. almost didn't make enough. I'm just gonna spread it around. Okay. Well, it's even better. All right. Probably should have let these cook a little longer, but I cooked them for like 20 minutes. But they're still really good. Right. Clean as we go. All right. So the only thing you do is just let this continue to cook down. And then add the half and half and the butter. I love how hot the hot water is here. I love that it comes out of the tap scalding. I love that. I'm not being sarcastic. I actually really like that. I can add cold water to make it, but I like especially for my dishwasher, I want to use the hottest water that I can. So I like the hot water for my dishwasher. And also it helps keep the pipes from clogging up. All right. So that's about it for me today. I will, once I have my Imbolc outfit, I will be posting pictures of my Imbolc outfit. Super excited to show you guys how cute I'm going to look. So one of my favorite places to get witchy clothes, Amazon, their Renaissance fair costume selection is like on point. I have to show you guys. Hang on. Okay, so they are having a hat decorating contest. This is what I got. I'm sure I'm not going to win, but look at my outfit. Okay. How fucking great is that? Plus, So I got this at the thrift store. I thrifted this. It's perfect. It's plaid and it's a shawl. And then this. How great is this? Yeah, and they have these hats. I got this hat on Amazon for like 15 bucks, and they have it in like all these different colors. So yes, I will probably have a hat collection. I already have 3. So, but how pretty is that? Bridget's colors are gold, green, white. I want to say crimson. So I went with, and the beautiful thing about this is that I already had this in my closet. So I'm excited to be able to wear this. Like, I'm going to have a different outfit for every Sabbat. Let me go put this back. I just want to say, I'm having a really great life over here. I'm having a good time. I just want to say that. I get to live in Flagstaff. I have a really great job, and I just got a promotion. I start next week, my training. Um, dude, I'm gonna, like, my income is going up significantly. Um, I'm just, so many good things are happening because of witchcraft. Because I am a witch. And I am in charge of my own life and standing in my power. And I deserve good things. I deserve to be successful. I deserve good things in my life. I'm not allowing evil to enter my life and be a part of my life. Not anymore. I'm really having a good time over here and enjoying everything I do because I infuse everything I do with magic. Everything I do. I'm doing witchcraft right now. Talking to you is witchcraft. Everything is a spell. So tomorrow I have to go clean out my car. I have to give it a deep clean because spring, right? Because Imbolc is really the time of the year when you start to prepare for summer. So you start to spring clean, right? You start to go through and really, so tomorrow is a deep clean day. So today we celebrate, tomorrow we work. Alright guys, well that's about all I have for today. It's about an hour, so I think that's probably a good place to pause. I will be posting pictures of my Imbolc outfit. I might post some pictures from the Sabbat. I don't know. I want to protect people's privacy, so depending on Um, so yeah. Anyway, yes. Thank you for joining me. You have a wonderful day. Merry meet. Do some magic today. Find your magic.